Sentinels. All it takes is 15 seconds and the spike has already been planted by Andbox. On this pistol round, Seb nets 1 for his team too, so it's a 5v3 favoring Andbox. The Sentinels will need to retake, and they're going to do so through A-Link. Vice does not give his position away until he needs to engage, and he does so quite well, finishing off the remaining members of the Sentinels. Tamada, both of these teams standing quite well in terms of HP.
Just the run it back, but Sick from the window, not stopped by the cage. He'll get 2, and Mata with the run it back will get Shazam, trying to connect from defender's spawn. There it expires, and Sick is ready for his 3rd. Not his 4th, though, as Boy will shut him down. Now it looks like Sentinels have full control, but Boy is in garage, and he does have his ult. He will step all the way over to A, nice and quick, and get that plant for the post. He might be able to take this one, considering time is now on his side.
I'm watching that A connector to see what Sentinels can do as it's TenZ in that position. He'll decide to take Heaven instead, and there goes a smoke. So TenZ's position will be, at least for now, somewhat dulled. Zoms will push on his own. Waiting to see if there will be a mark, and TenZ taking up space. Boy is down in hell, but no, Zoms finishes it off as it's a 1-for-1 deal with whatever comes from the defense.
Ye is going to pop the knives, and he will burst up and over the wall, managing to get 1, but the run it back from Sick will take down Ye. Zoms with great spray control, and he'll get 2, but not 3. Nice sheriff shot there from Seb. And now, still a man advantage for Sentinel. As you see the Cypher ult go out, you're going to have good information for Boy, who is trying to creep up into B.
And intel is so crucial now, as we are in the quieter moments of a round. Sentinels seem to think that this execute is going to come over towards A, especially with the Cypher and Phoenix looking in that direction. But it's been way too long and you haven't heard a single thing. Dapper creeping up. Oh my, oh no.
Oh.
He was immobile. Boy could have capitalized off of this. He still does. It's on to Sick though, as Seb will now be engaged in a 1v2. He's got his cam up. There goes a tracking dart. TenZ bursts upwards, and they'll look to play around the box. Down goes 1. Target prioritization from Seb is perfect.
For the Sentinels, they have no idea this is happening, and Sick is going to unwittingly walk out from defender spawn and give a phantom over to Mata, and another nice shot landed by Andbox. This is just looking worse and worse for the Sentinels as these engagements go on.
And they'll have to defend against the hordes as the Sentinels try to retake. Lots of damage done to Andbox, but they're not finding any casualties yet on the Sentinel side. Zoms and Shazam have a very, very heady task ahead of them. A pre-fire through the wall could take down Boy. Finally, the first member of Andbox is off the board. It's Mata, who had run it back available, but won't use it. Holding on to it potentially for scouting and damage later on for Andbox. And they will wait ever so patiently. Spike gets planted by the way, as they now watch and guard faithfully over top of that spike. TenZ has made his way back now as Sick and Zoms gone for Sentinels. Great play to take control of Garage and continue to push out, but Dapper's going to have to dry peek with limited intel and no real utility at his disposal. TenZ's ultimate is up, pops up, feeds a bunch of knives into Mata, finds another onto Ye. Beautiful shot from him. Is a big difference here in the way that she's able to control certain parts of the maps and the sites in particular. Now, unfortunately, the pistol round for Sentinels fans, not really going in their favor, unless Zoms can pull off a miracle at the moment, which seems exceedingly unlikely. He's stranded inside of the C site, getting perpetually harassed, not just by a recon bolt, but also by the drone that hovered over top of him. Another recon bolt goes out, so Zoms is not going anywhere without Andbox knowing about it. And it's Ye thrown onto the spike to do some damage. It pushes Andbox off. And instead of falling back, no, they take matters into their own hands and they absolutely close the door on a potential post plant for the Sentinels. Sitting on top of the boxes, playing a Cypher cage, you get some nice intel on their ankles and whatever footwear they might be bringing to the fight. In this case, the fancy footwork is coming out from the Sentinels as they clean out the defenders that are playing on C, and now forcing the last two to retake as Ye and Mata burst in. Ye is good enough for 1 kill, but they'll need some more from Mata, who does just that. As Shazam has it in his hand, he hits the halfway mark and it will be successful. Andbox, the deep flank, they're going to go through C. Zoms is there. Can he line up even one? No. Boy wins the fight, and continuously these rifles from Andbox are hitting their shots, but they're Sick with 2 and Shazam as well, leaving Sick and Shazam in a 2v2 against Boy and Ye. But Ye standing on these boxes, operator in hand, waiting to punish if anybody bothers to go after that diffuser. There's some intel and also some potential damage being done as it's being timed onto the spike. A paranoia hits him. Information? No. Boy on the defuse of the spike. Nice shot from Ye. He'll need to get another as that's the spike diffuser killed. Time running out at this point as Ye staring intently. Will Shazam peek him? No, the Sentinels have got it in the bag. Ye retreating, and it's a 10th round for Sentinel. Tens has been spotted, by the way. Curveballed, but he's blind as a bat. Andbox winning off of essentially a force buy at this point. But Zoms is trying to at least make them hurt. Not just 2 players down, but also some utility as well. Gone. Zoms challenging the Sova, but can't really do too much. He's just going to wait patiently. This thing is up for an eternity. The 3 final members of Andbox surge in together, trying to trade left and right, and for boy, it's working out. Finding 4. Shazam, last one up on behalf of the Sentinels, and no, it's Ye to steal the ace away. Flashed, he looks the other way as a cage protects him, and Mata comes for support as well. Boy capitalizing off of that with Seb at his side. The teams trade back and forth. Ye in the midst of the smoke expends the last of his utility. He's being chased down by Tens as it's a jet battle with Tens going back into the site, trading out the judge for this Phantom. Waiting and watching. Ye's got the operator in hand. In a post plant, favoring the Sentinels right now. This could be potentially tricky. He and Vice are going to have to come through the same area, and it's being watched very intently by Sentinels, and that's map point in their favor. That's the case, especially if the Sentinels can pick up 1 or 2 here. Mata's rewarded with his 3rd kill by an early grave. Dug by 6. Shazam next to him, as there's still a minute left in this round. Shazam will have to 1v3 clutch. Not likely. And is way towards B, stopped by a smoke. He'll have to be quick and quiet about this one. Spike has been surrendered as well. So for Shazam, this round is not especially crucial, but if he can manage to get a pick or 2 and still die, it still could be massive worth for his team.
Slowly lurking towards C-Link, but he doesn't look at Seb, who comes
of action.
Here comes the Hunter's Fury, and it's going to be put to good use there, forcing repositions on Andbox's side. Zoms will get the entry from short, and this is starting to look better and better for Sentinels as things go on. Seb and Boy, the last 2 on defense, they're both coming from Defender's side, and Seb will get the entry in Hell. Boy landing his shots as per usual to short. Now it's just Shazam, and he gets aggressive on Seb and Boy, who are trying to play this passive. Here comes the smoke. Shazam now knows where Boy is. Easy frag there. Doesn't expect Seb to be rotating towards heaven, though. And that's exactly what's happening. Seb does have his ult. Can pop it if the opportunity arises, given the right course.
30 seconds left.
Shazam, though, HP advantage. Only 30 seconds, so rotation is a hard call for him. He's going to try and stick it out. Using the recon dart to gather information from the defender's side. Spike planted now. Post plant gets aggressive, and it works! What a read! Down goes Seb. Trying to retake as the spike goes down, and that's all she wrote. On B main, the timing is going to be off for Andbox, and site control should be in for Sentinels. Despite them winning the fight at top mid, it's still going to be an advantage for Sentinels in terms of positioning.
Ten's waiting to see if the Sova's going to do much to push him. Vice's dart could potentially go over his shoulder if you see it get fired, but Vice puts it away instead. Now, there you go. Some intel for him, and Vice will decide to take the fight, frenzy in hand, dropping Tens as the spike does get planted. So now Andbox will need to rise to the challenge and do so quite well. Sick is miles away, and there's no way that he's going to be able to get there in time. Whether a kill comes out for Andbox or not, they're still going to take the round. In extra time, Sick gets punished by Seb, and it's a flawless round from the Killjoy, but Seb's not going to find anything with it as it gets shut down pretty quickly. The timer continues to tick and tick and tick, and now Zoms is down as Boy will work with the rest of his team to pinch. Just like that, Andbox have it, but they still need to get Tens, who's finally taken care of, but they won't be able to get the spike. There's an SMG for Sick. If they can get 1 kill here, maybe pick up a weapon, this is extremely important for them. But Zoms will die. Down goes Tens as well, and the door closes in front of them. Metaphorical door, but also a physical one, as it seems like the round is almost closed off for the Sentinels already.
Yeah, it's definitely looking pretty rough here, and Ye is going to take out Dapper as he attempts to push out from B main. Ooh, missing on the second shot, but no capitalization. Vice ready to support his teammate. Shots through the wall, not landing there for Shazam, and now he's alone with the Sheriff. No stir, says Seb, as he locks that round up.
Deal some significant damage. Seb spraying for his life, by the way, as there's just chaos in front of him. Every ability seems to be coming to life in front of our very eyes. The Sentinels actually come out ahead of that one. But they will now need to take a site where Boy is nestled deep inside of. 2 big kills for him as he paranoias up onto Catwalk. Shazam will need to contest. He and Sick are together, and they make it work. Spike is quite a ways away, and now there's a smoke that they will need to go through if the Sentinels want to be able to get this one down. Sick unable to apply any pressure to the back of the site, and it's Dapper now in a 1v4. He was on flank watch, lurking just outside of Market. Sage Wall goes in front of him. He can't do enough damage to Dapper, so Ye will await whoever from Sentinels comes in that direction. Beautiful shot onto Tens, winning his duel and then immediately backing off. Dapper wins his against Mata and will immediately ult to get the location of the remaining defenders in Andbox. And with it, an immediate follow-up. He's got every kill for his team so far, going huge in this round. And Omen on the flank, trying to get over towards Market. He can do anything with the spike. That will be the question. Shazam has it in his hands. And they will head through Market and now over towards the site. But Ye silences Dapper. Down he goes. Shazam in a duel. And nobody can out-frag Ye. 3 big kills for him, and any doubters for that. Sentinels are going to try and take up ground on B quickly, but all those swarm grenades going off allow for a bright and fluorescent amount of damage being done to them. But not just damage, but also delay. Inside of this corner, both Seb and Mata will continue to just wreak havoc, and oh no, knives out, and Mata ends up capitalizing off of it. The first half is in the books.
Come out here shortly as Andbox are starting to entry out. The great use of the wall. Ye will shut down Dapper as he attempts to rotate off the staircase. All the information definitely going in the favor of Andbox right now on the entry. Sentinels trying their best to dissuade the push, and they are going to put up a fight. But Andbox, Vice in particular, able to get 2 on his flank up through defender spawn. Now it's a 2 versus 2. Ye and Boy versus Sick and Shazam, and a rotate with the spike in hand for Boy as he starts to go towards A.
30 seconds left.
And I think Ye saw him, by the way. I don't know exactly how close he was, but there's an opportunity that Ye could have potentially, or rather, yeah, Ye could have seen one of the defenders rotating, but no. Ye will still be holed up inside of mid, watching. The 2 players from Sentinels are going to be entering through A. Sick in particular clears hell very quickly. That door can be closed, but they'll have to provoke a fight with Boy first, whose shoulder is spotted. Ye swings out. He capitalizes off of that. Shazam takes Ye out of the action all at the same time, just breaking forward. No delay possible. 10 will try to stop them all. Finds 2 so far as he backs away. Sick now next in the line of fire, quite literally, as it goes out in front of him, playing around it and allowing him to get more aggressive towards B main. Zom's out dueling Mata, and the Sentinels find themselves with a huge advantage, leaving Vice all on his own. Left to his own devices, you could even say.
Oh my.
1v5 and some jump peaks just to get some intel. But Vice is stopped in his tracks. A flawless round for Sentinels, and they are still now wall off the door to Tree, making it even more difficult for the Sentinels. Whoa. There goes a Killjoy ultimate, dropped on the ground, and lockdown is coming, but a couple seconds away. Those Sentinels guns are finding their mark. This particular time, it's onto Mata. Down below, Sentinels will have control of Hell, but it's Andbox who have control of the site. And the 2 last players from the Sentinels are boxed out. Everything on the line here. Map 3 within their grasps. Andbox will need to hold on as best as they can. Now for the Sentinels, the hard job, will need to be to go for the spike. A lot will rest on the shoulders of Shazam, as it's Sick who will likely be the one to go for the exact play. Shazam with 1, looking behind him. No, Boy walks right in. Clutch moment. He's got a smoke available, and he'll send it out, trying to stop the Phoenix from being able to do anything. Sick is on it, and that's the matchup, and that's the map. We've still got 1 more to go, but Andbox draws even after a not-so-close second map. Arena isn't necessarily the best team operator, or rather team agent, as she can be quite selfish, as can Jet with an operator. So there are differences that you see in these duelists, and for the Sentinels, they are foregoing some utility that might be more present for Andbox.
Flash there in heaven for control. Sick is forced off, and he's going to play for the retake, trying to meet up with his teammate by mid, but it's a rotate, and it's a well-read one for Sentinels. Just Seb now, and he's going to be eliminated by ropes, and jeez.
Some of the vision that Sentinels have, so instead they're going to have to head towards the cage, and Dapper will wait it out. I'm sure he hears an awful lot, but the Omen goes on in. That spike control surrendered as Tens from above is able to do some work as well. Andbox losing their footing and eventually losing the round as the Sentinels... Well, actually, Michael, I hate to interrupt you, but you don't need to imagine it because it's happening, right now on your screen. Yeah, it's it's real life right now. You see what I see, by the way. It's not hard to imagine a round that's already over. Okay. A position of Mata is now Sick runs on up. Is he wary? He is, but he doesn't win the fight. It's Andbox's to lose. That calls Tens in action, picking up 2 big kills, and he spots the cage looking for more. Blind firing away, no tracers to be seen as he backs off of that fight. Out goes Alir, so it will blind them, but for a moment, allowing Shazam to try and capitalize, who juggles the op for the other Phantom and now backs away. He's waiting ever so patiently. The Sentinels know they have control of the site, and they've got control of the bodies as well. Everybody but Vice. And ace denied as Shazam picks up that final kill. A huge round.
Just the waiting game here for Andbox. There's no need for them to overextend or take a risk. But you still have Zoms and Shazam up. Zoms, nice shot there onto Vice by Pillar. 2 more to find on that same position. And the time is starting to run out. As Ye shuts down Shazam on Raptors, it'll be the final kill for Mata. It was all a moment, or just a matter of time at that point. Viper's Pit starts to pop here for Vice, but he is the only one on A side, and even so, he's making it work. He'll take down Zoms, but look at this. No bait from Sentinels. They stay on B.
And the charge back into the site is going to come from Andbox, and they're doing quite an admirable job so far, with 2 members from Sentinels removed from the equation. It will continue, though, as a single kill from Sick will try to set up Shazam in a 1v4. Spike has been planted. Shazam doesn't see the Sage of Ye on the ropes, and it's a little bit too late. As Andbox are now staging an incredible comeback. No matter what, where you win a round, it just pumps you up to a level that can't be quantified by a scoreboard. Now, in this very crucial pistol round that had broken in favor of the Sentinels before, it's just coming to blows for both teams, with Sick Classic in hand, now on the hunt for the very final kill. A bullet whizzes over his head, and he knows that Seb is over by ropes, and Sick is able to capitalize off of it, even though it looked like it was going to be an Andbox round. You can tell these teams are feeling it, Michael. And from Chaos, by the way, up top in heaven, as entry is denied for a few unfortunate souls trying their best to throw off Andbox. Sentinels have control of above, and now Dapper looks like he might be heading over towards A. They've got access to it, but Ye knows this, takes down 1, traded out by Sick. Sick now, a self-heal, and with the spike in hand, will go for a plant. Can still watch that from heaven if it's retaken by the attackers. Mata over by screens. He's not going to have anybody in his line of sight when he peeks, but if he doesn't look to the left directly, he could be punished for it. Depending on how much his gun pick sticks out, this could be a challenge. Got the boombot in hand. Shazam's gonna have to shoot it, but Shazam wins it anyway. In fact, he gets 2, also taking down Boy in the process, and the last members of Andbox fall.
He's gonna be holding on to just the only SMG on his team. The aggressive mid play is shut down by Tens, and he picks up a pretty easy 2-piece there.
My, oh my. Tens is just getting better and better as this matchup goes on. He's been stealing the show on this Reyna, and an opportunity to steal even more, though Dapper will deny him an opportunity to kill them all. Last one is Vice. Hunt him down, as your team has complete control of B. A Viper in a 1v5, a Spectre in hand, a hope and a prayer.
We'll even see Sick get the alt orb just to add as much utility or as much use to this round as possible.
You've also got a numbers advantage. The Sentinels will continue to clean up. Tens dropping Vice. So perfect he's been over the last couple rounds as they just wait out the back of this site. Spike is down, time running away. Sick will wait. There's a kill for him. But Mata picks up 2, Set 1 as well. Tens another. It's Mata in a 1v2. Is this a winnable situation? He tries to make it, but Dapper denies it. Sentinels will be frozen in place. That information is so crucial. Mata, though, a showstopper, and he's trying for more, but he can only get 1. Could it be Andbox on the ropes? A 3v3, still a winnable situation for both teams, but the Sentinels, you know they want to be able to put this one away. A brief lull in the action now, as Tens eyes going up the ramp, sees 1. Ye takes out Zoms. Ye repositions, and now it's going to be Tens knocked up, pounced upon, leaving Shazam to try and clutch in a 1v2. He drops though, and that's noise that will be given to the remaining players of Andbox. A paranoia hits Shazam. He backs away. Re-engaging one's good enough, but he's got a teammate next to him, and Seb prevents the Sentinels from ending it.
Now, Sentinels does have Cypher utility over by A, so if the push comes out, they're going to know about it. The entry into Heaven is working out for Sentinels, and they're going to get B control. The only player left to stop this push will be Seb.
And now the Sentinels coming in. Seb trying his best. Boy and Vice will need to try and hold on for the Sentinels, as they have yet to lose a single player on this round. A flawless to end it. Is it possible for the Sentinels? And send Andbox home? Well, Shazam goes unpunished, and he'll scoot away, but he's wasting very vital time. On the ropes is Sick, but the real ones on the ropes are Andbox, and a knockout punch from the Sentinels. It sends Andbox home, and the Sentinels will continue onward through the lower bracket, going up against NRG next.